What's happening, good people? This video really should have came out already. I should actually be riding the coattails of the Bald Shredder. He already released a video on this guitar. Should be riding that algorithm wave right now, but if you haven't seen from this video up here, I've kind of been putting out a fire, so to speak. And the only reason why I bring that up is for two things. One of them I'm gonna highlight towards the end about Tease guitars. And the second one is, not only, as you saw in the previous title, I'm not only a scammer, I'm also a liar. Because I said that I was gonna give this guitar away, and I'm not. From the moment that I unboxed this thing and picked it up and put it in my hands and then put it on my lap, and then I plucked like the first chord, I knew I wasn't gonna give this away. So instead, I actually bought a second one that's coming in a little bit, and I'm gonna give that one away. Sorry if all of you, your hearts like skipped a little bit of a beat there, but the ones that you out there that do know me, you know what I mean, and I say what I say. So we really are gonna give that one away. But I'd like to thank you for helping me choose the color, because I was tossing up so many different colors out there. At 1 minute, this one looked great. The next one, this one looked great. And here's all the colors that are available in this range. I'll flash them up on the screen now. But once I saw this thing sight unseen, I was like, this is it. So thank you all very, very much. This is the color that you all voted on from Tease Guitars, and that's pretty awesome. It's the Green Envy, and this will make you the envy of every Telecaster owner out there. And before you go, it's not a Telecaster, it's a T-style guitar or a Tele style guitar. How many times do I have to write in this guy's comment section? Fender makes a Telecaster. That is not a Telecaster. It's a T-style guitar or it's a Tele style guitar. Or that's not a Telecaster. That's a Tele style guitar or a T style guitar. That's no Telecaster. Or,
ew, my son says this is not a Telecaster. It is a T style guitar or a Tele style guitar, but not a Telecaster. Those are made by Fender.
we all know and associate this body style as a Telecaster, so just get over it already, all right? Anyway, back to this Tease Green Envy Telecaster. It is absolutely stunning. And did I also mention that we paid for this? So this is not a sponsored review, and I get to say what I want about this thing. And anyway, when I do a sponsored video, I don't take any that require me to say things or not say things. When I do, and I get those offers, I don't take them, and then I let you know about them. So, gonna give you some close-ups, and we're gonna go over the specs. You have 18-to-1 Tease branded style locking tuners, dual barrel string trees on the headstock that's painted to match the body color, a bone nut, 22 stainless steel frets that are ball-ended and rounded, no sprouting whatsoever, 12-inch radius on a modern C-shaped neck with a light satin finish, unfinished maple fretboard, weighs about 7.8 pounds. It's a basswood body, however you say it. Has a belly carve and a contour on the heel. Why I call it a belly cut? It's where your boob goes. Why should call it a boob cut? An open route for the pickups, so you can throw some humbuckers in here if you want to without having to carve out anything in the body. It's a full thickness body. Alnico 5 humbucker in the bridge, and a Alnico 5 single coil in the neck position. You have full size CTS pots and a Pro Series 3-way switching. Alrighty, so we're gonna just do some noodling around a little bit through the Fender Princeton Reverb and the Marshall DSL-40, and then we'll talk more about the Tease guitar itself and the company, for those of you that don't know already. Fair warning, this isn't going to be any orchestral symphonic-like playing. For that, you should check out the Bolt Shredder, who already has a video out, or be on the lookout. Trey Shreddings and the Artist Shred both have videos coming out soon about this particular model. Not the same color, but check them out. They know what they're talking about. All right, let's let it rip, potato chip. Unfortunately, my other Tease Telecaster is no longer stock. We did a video on that where we completely blacked out all the hardware on it. But the only thing that really changed on the front of this guitar is the string trees. You now have barrel string trees, and I'll show you a stock photo from the Tease website of the original string trees that were on the other Telecaster. What really changed is in the back of this guitar, and I can show you them both side by side, is that there's a nice belly carve now, and the heel contour where the neck plate is kind of gives you a little bit of extra access, and then just a little carve on the horn. And it just makes it feel like a little bit different. So it's kind of cool to have the two different Tease Telecasters giving you just that little bit different of a feel. What else could I really say about Tease guitars? I'm not really going to get into the whole mod shop aspect. A mod shop? But go out and check their website. I'll put up a flash now of all the prices, but you basically could send them whatever you want, bridge style wise, tuner style wise, pickup style wise, and they have all the various different prices for doing those mods for you. So if you're not really confident in doing that, or if you just don't want to spend the time in doing it, they do all that through your mod shop. So what affordable brand out there can you get really a customized style guitar? One of the great things is that they do a pro level setup, and here's everything that's included with that. And for 50 bucks, you get a choice of 9 or 10 Ernie Ball strings or a GHS, I believe this is a David Gilmour set. And for $6.95 more, you can get the Elixir strings. So if you're not really confident in setting up a guitar, or you just don't want to have the hassle with it, get a pro level setup. But if that wasn't enough, that all the features they offer is their impeccable customer service. If you have ever gone in the comment section, if anybody has ever reviewed a Tease guitar, you could tell that the company is so receptive. And I referenced that video, the previous video that I made before about the nightmare that we had with one of the recipients of a Tease guitar that we did as a giveaway. Torsten was unbelievable in trying to help me mitigate this thing, and he had no responsibility to whatsoever. He just supplied the guitar for me. But he was back and forth with me, emails, and with the other person, and they say that you can't please everybody. Well, Tease, they aim to please. And sometimes there is just somebody out there that you can't please, and we tried our hardest. But the impeccable service, reaching out to them, you get almost instantaneously access to somebody. And I've never tried to reach out to anybody from Leo James or Fender or Gibson, but the one-on-one customer service you get with Tease, I've heard of like something sometimes where there might be a slight little fret buzz. They contact him and he works things out. I think even there might even be some videos on his website where somebody may have had an issue with something, maybe not even related to his guitar, and he did an entire video on it, which is really awesome. You need to go over and head to the Tease YouTube site, because he does videos and he shows you the behind the scenes of everything that goes into checking these guitars, and just his work ethic and the whole aspect of running a company. What other YouTube site out there from any affordable brand out there gives you an inside look to the man behind the scenes? And I know people probably say that this guy must work for Tease because he talks so passionately about them, and it's just that I think they're great guitars. If I were to give up YouTube tomorrow, I probably would wind up getting a whole bunch of Tease guitars and just, having them in all different variations, like a whole bunch of Strats, in triple singles, HSS, and then HSH, and then, dual humbuckers, dual single coils, what I got here now. Maybe, buy a gloss neck, and be completely fine with this type of guitar. So that being said, 3 things that I would say that I wouldn't like about this guitar is actually what I just mentioned, was that I had just gotten done doing a collaboration with Scott Wharton's Guitarnivore, and he had a Squier Telecaster that had a gloss finished fretboard, and to me it was something that was different, and I would like to have that. To me, like necks profiles and the materials, they kind of inspire you in different ways, and I felt something different about it. So I wish they had that option of offering a gloss neck. It's not something that's a killer deal breaker or anything like that, but just something that I would like to see possible. But again, you can just find a gloss neck somewhere and throw it on here. Second would be the weight. For some of you, this might be a little weighty. To me, it's not. It's no LP style weight to it. Some of you may like it airy, but I'd much rather have something that weighs a little bit more than is way too light. To me, I feel like this is the perfect weight, but some people, they might find that they like Telecasters weighing a little bit less. And then the third is the open pool routing in here. And I mean that because this color is so stunning that I would love to put a clear pick guard on this thing to show it all off, but it's open routed in there. So 3 things that I love about it, actually is one I just mentioned, was the open pool routing. You could easily mod this thing and throw, big fat full humbuckers in this thing and have a dual humbucker Telecaster ready to go without having to do any modifications, grinding, sanding, whatever you do to throw some humbuckers into something that might be routed for single coils. Second is this range of colors is absolutely amazing. And it was so hard for me to decide which color that I wanted to get. And once I had this one in my lap, I just had to pull the trigger on it. It's almost like when Jeep Wranglers, they come out with like special models every year, like of certain colors, and it's not going to come around for another 5 years. You got to get it now. You feel like that. With this range, it was pretty awesome that you had some traditional colors and some non-traditional colors that you don't see in those Fender T-style guitars. And then again, third would be the pricing. I mean, for under $300 to get so much versatility in a great playing instrument right out of the box that you don't even need to mod, but then has so much functionality and capabilities of modding. To me, it's the best part of it. For under $300 and to be able to do whatever you want with this thing. Tease's original slogan or whatever was Tease, you can have your way with it, and that's true. Let me know if you have a Tease guitar, if you plan on getting one of these. There's a coupon code down below that'll save you a little dough. That kind of rhymed, didn't it? Anyway, you've all been a fantastic audience, and as always, stay tuned.